Okay, I think everything's up and running now. Alright then. Let's get started.
The furs are in the chest by the painting.
Okay, looks like the audio's all good there. Shoot.
Good. I see you have
Oops.
the furs. Galen has probably set up it last season. Your friends await you.
Alright. Skipping through the dialogue. I'll just go. I'll just go. I'll do the ransacking of the house later. This game I am not nearly as familiar with as I am with Wrath of the Righteous, but I have played this through a few times.
There you are.
It's the biggest.
A big audience, all cheering for us. This year's our last chance to compete for the Harvest Cup. Our last chance to win.
Go ahead and be a dick.
The Mossfelds won both their matches in the Harvest Brawl.
I'll stop skipping the dialogue.
But
I don't
Amy's
see it
bound
enough
to
for
win
me
the
to
Tourney
just
of Talent
skip it
for
all.
us.
I convinced Tarmus to teach me a few new spells. And I dug up a couple more from his spellbooks when he wasn't looking. Anyway, I heard Will Mossfeld is doing the same act this year, so that should help my chances.
Oh, gods. Not the pixie impressions again.
What's our first stop?
We sign up with Georg in the village square. Come on.
Alright, off we go. Okay, they're following.
And the blight. You're sure it's spreading, Orlin?
It's no blight, Georg. It's something else. There's no mold, no rot. It's like the crops don't want to grow. Like they haven't the guts to up and face the sun.
I
What do
have
the
accent for
druids
him, huh?
say?
Well, it's just a rub, Georg. There's no druids to be found, not head nor heel. It used to be they'd warned me of troubles, long before I noticed the signs myself. But this time, we're out in silence. You think we ought to say something? Everyone's gathered for the fair, even from the outlying farms.
No. They ought to be
Oh.
free from cares, at least
It's a
for
call to
day.
adventure.
We'll go round tomorrow. Talk to the households one by one.
Right you are, Georg. Tomorrow, then.
Not George, Georg.
Aha! I've been wondering when I'd see the three of you. Last year to compete, isn't that right?
Yup. Only for Bevel and me.
Better make it count then. Another victory speech from that muttonhead of a Mossfeld, and I think there'll be a riot.
Rules are the same as ever. Win 3 of the 4 events, and you win the Harvest Cup. Win all 4, and the village council grants you a special prize.
And
That's what I'm
nobody's
getting.
done that since old Cormac.
Remember him vaguely.
Oh, that boy was a legend. Oh, I'm sure there's 100 Cormacs in a city like Neverwinter.
But for this town, he was as big as folks get.
Old Cormac fought Lon Starling in the brawl, and some story that was. But I don't suppose you have time for stories just now.
What are this year's events?
Well, there's the Harvest Brawl. Old favorite, that one. And the Tourney of Talent. But you've got Amy on your team, so you're certain to win.
Thanks, Georg.
Just the truth, young lady. Your foster father's
Not if
running
I do
the
it wrong.
archery competition, as always. And I managed to convince Tarmus to supervise the Knaves Challenge. I guess the Knaves Challenge will be your toughest event, though the Mossfeld boys might say otherwise.
Right, we're ready to start.
If you have any troubles, you know where to find me. Oh, and good luck in the brawl!
Thank you. Alrighty then. First things first. I believe the easiest one to complete first will be this one here. Quick to save. Are you ready for this, Amy? You can do this. Summoning spell. Okay, pull up spellbook. Summon creature 1. Yep. And people are impressed. Large spell next. Now, this is a trick. I've failed this a few times because of this. Do not use enlarge person on the wolf. It does not work. Instead, use it on Bevel over here. Air Frost or Acid Splash? Air Frost on Barrel. Boom. Aww. With the show. Hello, Orlin. Pig. Okay, so this is a quest where a guy is going to be cheating with a magically enhanced pig, and we have to try to convince him to do otherwise. So, we're here. Salmon pig.
Well, Orlin's right. This pig's been enchanted. It's a faint aura, so it could have been a simple enlargement spell, or maybe a potion.
Can you spell it?
Well, Retta did give us a scroll of Lesser Dispel. All I'd have to do is read the words.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't we say something to Louis? He's a foul old wretch. But we ought to give him a chance to withdraw his pig from the contest before he's shamed in front of everyone.
Good point. We'll talk to him first. Oh, your pig's been enchanted. Find a bribe us, eh? Okay, he refused. Vision, summon creature, lesser dispel. Give that to her. What are you doing back here? Get up here with the rest of us. Dispel on Piggy here. And he's tiny. Tiny and adorable. Lynn. Glad to help. How nice of you to give us such a great reward for doing this. So good of you. Okay, you're selling the bow we got, or the fur, sorry, not the fur we got from you. This is a tutorial for trade. So, trading Dagon's furs, money, buying the Duskwood bow that he's. Buy. Okay. Done. A quick save.
So, you've decided to compete for the cup, I see. I know this is your last year, but the rules apply to all, even foster sons.
Brought the Duskwood bow for
A fine bow. A fine one, made by one who loves his craft. You may keep the rest of the gold as your allowance for the season, but you came
Lot
to
of
the
gold.
archery competition as well, did you not?
So,
Fetch a crossbow from the barrel and take a few shots at the practice target. You must hit the target once before you can compete.
makes sense. Now, before we do that one, we're going to talk to Mr. Thomas over here. Thomas?
Enjoying the fair. Packs of feral children set loose to find trinkets. Grown men braining one another with clubs. Do you know they're actually granting prizes for the fattest pig? As if the creatures needed encouragement.
Good to see you
I
too.
expect you're here for the aptly named Knave's Challenge. surrounded by muck and reek, and why not encourage our children to be thieves as well? That's what I always tell them. Come to think of it, I don't believe any of you has the skills to compete. Not that I'm complaining, mind you, but you'll need to find someone who can pick pockets and break locks and search for hidden trinkets if you want to compete.
Lock breakers? Pocket pickers? I don't know anyone like that. Do you?
No, I don't
What
think
about
so.
Kip? He's always nicking vials from Tarmus, and he's right over there behind the tent.
Talk to Kip. Wondering if you'd like to join our team. Yes, really. Let's just stay focused on.
Isn't that the boy who stole my basilisk eyelash? And not once, but 4 times.
That's right. My frog needed eyelashes. Then I got him a sweetheart, and she needed him too.
He's joined our team.
Don't trouble yourself on my account. I'll settle with the young artiste and his frogs later. Before you begin, I suppose you'll want to hear the rhyme.
What rhyme?
You hadn't heard? Better for me if I'd kept my peace. Georg asked for a rhyme this year. That's what wizards do. We compose rhymes. Here, I'll demonstrate. I've hidden 3 feathers, scattered them wide, placed white in a box, and locked it inside. Blue followed termite tracks down where they ran, green in the pocket of same-colored man.
Look for 3 feathers.
Yes, you and half the waifs in West Harbor. I adore children. Did you know that? Swamp children, particularly.
Right, we'll be back with the feathers. Okay. So, this way. This is where the first one is. Yep, come along. I don't remember that being set up like this. I thought it was just like straight down, but these guys smaller. The portraits are a lot smaller than I remember them being, and also off like that. This feels different than I remember. New feather number 1. Our chest. Unlock it, Kip. White feather. And green man.
Green in the pocket of same-colored man. I'll bet that's him over by the house. The feathers in his pocket.
Agreed. Sleight of hand. Failure. Okay. Try again. You're not rolling very hot right now, are you, Doc? Kip. Hey. Probably need to wait a little bit of time before we can do it again. Sleight of hand. There we go. Got it. Let's go finish this up then. Tarmus.
It really is a dreadful day for a fair. Not even the tents are managing to look cheerful.
We brought the 3 feathers.
Thank the gods. The knave's challenge is won, and I can go someplace dry. I'd kiss all of you, but no one respects an affectionate wizard.
No, they don't. Best of luck getting dry. This is a swamp after all.
No need to remind me. I try never to leave my home, unless I'm looking for a bath.
Alright, he's an Asimar. He doesn't level up at the same speed as everyone. Curses. Level. Next. Recommend. Doesn't matter. These are the tutorial companions. No, let's not give knockdown. I take it back. We'll give you weapon focus longsword. You already have weapon focus longsword? Oh, you already have weapon focus. Never mind. Could go with power attack. Sure, power attack. You. Next, recommend sure. Doesn't really matter. Because again, tutorial companion. And I'm not going to see you again ever. Okay, grab crossbow. Mute. Put on the bow. And test shot time. We rolled a 1. Good to get that out of the way. Yeah, okay.
Are you ready to compete then?
I'm ready.
The rules are the same as last year. Your targets will be old. 5 is the best score so far. If you remember the lesson.
Okay, make a saver. Don't roll a 1. Good job. Ooh. You rolled a 1. Stop rolling 1s. Eat. Foul. 5. 6. 1. 8 of 9. See if we can get 9 of 10. 9 of 10. Wasn't for that 1. Single 1 roll.
Well done. I think your score will stand this year, but I will remain here until day's end, awaiting those who wish to shoot for fun. Go on now. There's still more.
Okay. And the last competition. Talk to this dude right here. Bring the brawl. Brawling right now. Okay. Loot. All. Put on that. Give one to him and give one to her. Put it on and put it on. Do swing, swing, no, swing. Yeah, okay, there we go. Hello. Yes, go ahead. Ready to fight. Get him. Beat him up. Come on. 2 down. And there's all 3. First battle won. And we're good. We don't need to rest. They want to speak first. So this is where you get the first decision to choose whether you're going to be lawful or chaotic. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's go. And this is where you do the wager. And it says, I won't bet it's against the rules, you become more lawful. They bet, then you become more chaotic. I'm a paladin, so against the rules. And also, you can influence with Bevel, because he likes that you follow the rules. Nope, 1 down. Oh, he got me. No. Go, my companions. Take care of him. Oh, 2 down. Come on. Good job, Amy. Good dodging. Oop, almost. Almost. There we go on. Hooray! I didn't help much. Need healing. I'm low on health. Okay, that's all 4 competitions won. Let's go talk to Georg.
Well played. Well played. You've won the cup. And all 4 events. Nobody's done that since Cormac. That warrants a special reward, of course. I have a harvest cloak for you, courtesy of the village council. It'll be yours at the end of the day. If there's anything you wanted to do before the award ceremony, now's the time. Maybe a mug of harvest mead to celebrate, eh?
Good idea. I'll see you in a while.
I'll meet you at the stage when you're ready for the victory speech. Now, I'm off.
Level up. Hooray. And that's another thing about this game is it has races you can choose that have a, I forget what it's called exactly, but it's like an experience penalty or level penalty. They level up slower than other races. So in this case, I chose the Aasimar. They're going to be 1 level behind everyone else, or Aasimar, whatever. So while he's level 2, he'll be level 3. Great fortitude? Really? Get cleave. You, I am not going to level up as a paladin here. I'm going to go with a sorcerer, so I went that way I can unlock Red Dragon Disciple later on. In here, I want to do 1 in lore, a bunch in spellcraft, because every 5 ranks I put into this skill, I gain +1 bonus to saving throws against spells. In there for now. And I'll, I think I'm saving the rest of it for something else later. Yeah, that's cross-class. I need to max that out, but... Okay, what spells? This is the only level I'm going to put into Sorcerer, so I'm not going to go any further. Identify... That way, that's useful throughout the entirety of the game. 2 rounds. No thanks. Your elements. Damage resistance 10 against all elemental forms of damage. So it ends up absorbing 20 points of damage from anything, and that's not great. Expeditious retreat, 6 seconds per level. No. Plan is to use a shield, so that shouldn't be necessary. I guess I can go with True Strike. I guess that's one of those that could be useful throughout. And the cantrips. Resistance. Light. Layer and Acid Splash. With me. While they're out. See, this one will give me Listen Check. Silently and Hide. Fortitude saves. Hey, that's not bad. But then again, having them out will give them an opportunity to die, and I don't want them to die. All saves. Reflex saves. 3 to bluff. Why does the spider give 3 to bluff? 3 bonus diplomacy checks. Ooh. +1 hit point per level. If I'm going to do anything, it'd probably be the pig, because that way I can have him out in the the town areas when I'm doing diplomacy checks, and then just store them away when I'm not. We'll go with the pig. Free the pig. Your turn. Doesn't matter for you. What's this do? Oh. Touch of idiocy? Pretty good. Again. Not going to be doing anything with you again. What's that? No, just a weather report. It's raining. And off we go. Time to finish up the tutorial. This is one of the better tutorials in these games that I've come across.
Gather round, mates. This harvest, but we came long.
Alright, I'm just going to skip all this.
Hooray!
Basically saying, congratulations, you won.
Hip hip hooray!
And we have to listen to this. I can't skip this part. Hooray, Harvest Festival, win, and now danger. Chapter 1.
The village is under attack! West Harbor is under attack! You're safe! Grab a weapon. We need to help defend the village. I'm not sure. They came pouring in from the swamp and started tearing the village apart.
We better hurry. I saw some of them following us on our way here. They're likely to hit this house next.
Where's my
It's in
equipment?
that chest next to your bed. You keep everything in there, remember? Hurry up and arm yourself.
I think it would be better if you would have said, why are you asking me?
The village at risk.
Where's my equipment? You mean the armor that you're currently wearing? Okay. Put that on, put that on. Oh, and the harvest cloak. +1 charisma. Yeah. It's something. Doesn't look too bad either. Especially with that paladin armor. Who's the most understanding person? Yeah, I'll deal with it. Give me loot. There's actually an interesting, not a feature, but thing about this game is that if you haven't restarted your computer in a while, so several days, then the game will stutter when you try and run. And so the camera, you try and move and it will just stutter the whole way. And it's very difficult to keep playing like that. And so all you have to do to fix that issue is to restart your computer. I don't know why that's the case, but it is. Club +1 already, huh? Well, let's use that. That'll make it 2 +5 attack bonus. Yes. And also, unlike most games where you hold down tab to highlight all the areas that you can click on, in this one it's Z for some reason. Quick save.
There you are. I saw some of those creatures enter your house, and it is good to see you safe. I don't know where these beasts came from, but we need every sword at the southern bridge. More of these creatures are on the way, and in greater numbers. Georg is trying to gather the militia, but I fear he will not be able to marshal a defense in time, and without help, this village will fall. Lives may depend on me acting now, not after the battle. Every man I can heal and get back into the fight, head south along the road. But before you go, take this blessing from Lathander, all of you. If you are wounded...
Okay. You need to... Do I need to get something from you? Okay, well, I guess let's go kill these guys first. Grey Dwarf. The Diriga. Back when D&D was much simpler. Didn't have to worry about, oh, it's a Grey Dwarf. Good, they're evil. We can kill them. Opposed to now where it's, oh, they're a Grey Dwarf. Guess we have to get to know them as a person to determine whether they need to die. Got them. Hold on, I'm looting. You will wait. Okay, I'm done looting now.
Thank the gods you made it. There's been no sign of your father, and I feared you'd been killed as well. I have no idea where these creatures came from or what they want.
Magic battle in the background.
Only the first wave. More are coming. A lot more. If we're going to stop them, we need someone to rally the militia and meet them head on.
Isn't that your job? Go rally them then.
I can't leave the southern half of the village exposed. Not while more attackers keep pouring in. Now go. When you've gathered everyone you can, meet me at the wheat field, south and west of here.
We'd better search the town, try to gather who we can, and I hope we can find enough.
Hello. Barely see you through all the blood. He's somewhere in the village, I'm sure. Go find Brother Maring, he may help. Oh, more loot. Give me gold. Your light wounds, very useful. Wounded militiaman. Okay. Words, did you use enlarge person on yourself? What a waste of a spell. Should have been used on one of the fighters. Okay, so he gave me these berries to staunch the bleeding, I think is what they are. Herbs, my bad. Okay. You will now survive, and I get 3 points towards good by giving him these instead of killing him. Dwarves. Stop running. Don't stop running, I say. Yeah, you know what? She did 6 damage. Good for her. I was wrong. You.
Get away! Didn't you see those creatures out there? They're killing everyone!
Whine.
What, you came to drag me out there to die? Not on your life. I'm staying right here.
Diplomacy.
But I tried to fight. There's so many of them. Too many.
Others will join. We'll join you, but you'll die alone if you stay here.
All right, I'm going. I'll meet you there.
Hooray! Success and more experience. Bro, your turn. Go on up. Okay, now we have this little sequence here.
You three stay out of this. It's too dangerous.
Master, just hold on. We can help.
And here she goes to cast a magic missile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She cast a level 9 magic missile at level 3.
How pathetic.
And he casts a fireball on her.
Blast it! The rest of you stay where you are.
I shall waste no more time on this pitiful village. It is not here.
Thank you. Kill the giant spiders. And yep, she's dead. Right away, the companion that you had in the tutorial is dead.
The stupid girl! There's more to do. Georg and the militia are holding our attackers at bay on the Starling farm. We must hurry before the tide turns.
Need to help Amy.
Leave her. It's too late. We must hurry to the Starling farm before more harbormen meet the same fate as she did. The girl is dead. Now move, before we lose even more to this attack.
I want to help her too, but Tarmas is right. Let's head for my family's farm. Georg will need every harborman to help fight off the attack.
I do not know, but he was clearly skilled in the art. He probably led the attack on West Harbor. We must hurry to the Starling farm before more harbormen meet the same fate as my apprentice.
Right.
If only I had more time to gather equipment from my home. If you make your way there, you may find some magical and alchemical equipment of use. It's to the north.
Now then. Oh, poor dude with his tiny little pig. He didn't make it. I'll take your ale, though. Lots of blood, but we can still help. He's back in the fighting. There you go. Get going. Get back in there. Spear. Eva.
Who's there? Whoever you aren't getting in here! I'm not going out there. I'll be cut down in seconds. And I'm not letting them inside to loot my place. Not while I'm still standing.
Oh, break the door down. You don't have much intimidate.
If I open the door, those beasts will kill me just as well. Now go away! Nice try, but
I'll
I'm
just
not...
bash the
what?
door.
Let's show him.
Okay. Broken door. Howard. You can get out and fight. We won't make it through the night. None of us will. Go, damn you. 5 of 5 recruited. Now then, about your stuff. Do. This is probably going to give me a point towards chaotic, I would imagine. Broken items. So when you break chests in this game, the items inside will sometimes be broken. So, something to consider when looting things. Which basically means always have somebody in your party who can open locks. You don't want to have those broken items. I hear spiders. I don't see spiders. Tarmas? Yep, Tarmas's area. Okay, got that. Don't trap your stuff when you tell me to come in here and take it. Why do you have a bard's equipment in here? Pearson, near death. You already got that guy. There's Tarmas. We're going down here to get the Grey Dwarves. Get him. On hit. Don't miss. Okay. Bevel got him. Good job, Bevel. Okay. Up with the loot down there. for you. Launch the bleeding. There you go. You'll live. 50 more experience. Save as many people as possible. If for no other reason than to get the experience. Gold. Loot the wagon. Sure. Talk to dying gray dwarf. Back West Harbor. Slaves. Who are your masters? What object of silver? 1 point towards good. Or I can cut his throat and get big points towards evil. Leave him to die. And he's dead. Shouldn't Georg be up here? Oh, he's back here for some reason. Alright. Save again.
Well done. Now we have... All right, militia. Ready...
For a big fight. We have a long ways to run just to get up there because we had to go back there and talk to you. Don't stand back here. Get up here and help. Here they come. Yeah, that's a lot of guys. Come on. You can do better than that. Yeah, I guess not. That without Georg up here, we're like, this is much more just a bother. Georg's actually pretty good at killing things. I didn't realize until you don't see him up here. Yeah, I have done this a few times before, so I am fairly familiar with his opening sequence. No, I want the experience. Stop killing them. Only me and Bevel can kill them.
Another wave is coming. Prepare for battle.
Get the Bladelings. They give the most experience. Well, stop running around like a fool. Don't zoom in so far. Okay, get Grey Dwarf over there. Get him. We didn't get that one. Done. Okay, good. Oops.
More of them. Regroup.
We must go save the house.
Cyric's blood. They're entering the Starling House. But if we don't hold the next wave off, the whole village could be overrun.
Let's go. If we hurry, we can stop them before they find the children.
Hold off the next wave.
I knew I could count on you.
We could use your sword.
Save. Where are they now? Little company couldn't hurt. Come along, doggos. Okay, doggos aren't helping at all. That's unfortunate. But don't get attack opportunity on you and die for no reason. Maybe they intimidated them. Give me the loot. That's right, I'm looting your home. Do do do. Still looting your home. Oh. Dogs are probably feeding us. Don't be cheering like that. Shut the door, lock it, and yell if you hear any more. Give me the loot. Yes, I'm destroying your home. I am aware. And a broken item again. How annoying. Okay, talk to Mama Starling over here. Okay. Loot. Ah, another one. Oh. Need to pick locks. One more hit. Mutton chop. The dog's name is Mutton Chop? Cool. Now, why would a farmer have a dagger +1? That seems unnecessary. Get up there and help him. Georg's fine. Oh, never mind. He's got a bladeling. Kill the bladeling. Bladeling dead. Well, what you still standing over there for? Get up here. Help. Help, 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 help. But you don't waste your time. Oh, I told you to attack Bladeling. Attack the Bladeling. No, no, stop wasting time and attack. That's what I want you. Thank you.
Thank the gods that's over. We would not have held them much longer.
Or there's a little, like, full-on waves of assault on this farm. Farming community, I should say.
Dagon!
Much blood has been lost tonight. Let us make the enemy pay in kind.
Go. Bladeling, near-death Bladeling. That's right. Give me the experience. Oof, Bevel taking a beating there. Stop. You stop shooting my enemy, my kills. Bastards. Taking my experience away from me. Have it? Okay.
That is the last of them. For now, gather. Let's see how many we can steal.
My experience, you can't have.
Able to hold them at the farm. How many did we lose?
Ian, Vera, Pearson.
What
We
were
lost
those
Pearson
things
too,
anyhow?
eh?
Never seen anything quite like them.
They're called Bladelings. Their kind is rarely seen in our realm. They dwell in a place beyond.
Well then, what in the 9 hells are they doing here?
Lathander doesn't illuminate all mysteries for me. We must rely on our own wit and resources.
One of those dwarves mentioned they were searching for something. Does anybody know what it was?
Boy, come over here. I see you're unharmed. Many have not been so fortunate.
I know, I'm about
Others
half
have
health.
seen their final night. I understand you lost a friend of yours in the attack. A tragedy. She was a promising young mage. Or so I've been told. Do not burden your resolve by dwelling on loss. Direct your thoughts to the present. I do not have much time to talk. There are many who are wounded. Now, there is something you must do tonight. Those bladelings were here to find something, and I fear I know what.
What do I need to do?
Very good. This is not a night for words, but action. There is an item, a silver shard. Long ago, I concealed it in the old stones outside of town. I fear it may have drawn these creatures down upon us.
Why do you think the shard's their goal?
Think it through. Their kind doesn't plunder a village like West Harbor, not for a few coins and an old helm or two. They had a reason.
Where did the shard come from?
It is from the time when your mother died.
Hey, Jeremy.
Those were dark times for the village. We can speak more of the shard.
This
after
is
you
just
return.
the very beginning of the
Now,
first
all that
chapter.
matters is its retrieval.
I did the tutorial, and now I'm just finished up the first part of the first chapter.
There is no time for that now. Your mother is dead. Let her spirit rest.
Why don't you just get it?
There are too many wounded to care for. More than Brother Marin can handle on his own. I cannot go, so you must travel there in my place. There is no choice in this matter.
All right.
The stones outside of town are older and deeper than you may think. In the farthest chamber of these ruins, look for a strong box. Inside is the shard.
Anything else?
There remains only one thing. You should not go alone. Bevel, I need you to accompany my son to the ruins. This is an important task.
Good decision.
Georg says the ruins have been overrun by lizardling tribes.
And that is why you must go. Together, two can succeed where one might fail. The cries of the wounded
Makes sense.
cannot be ignored any longer. Find the shard. Find it and bring it here.
Okay.
No offense meant, but your father makes the hairs on my neck stand up. Still, if we're going to do this, we should make some haste. It sounds urgent.
I'll talk to some people first.
The path that runs along the river is our best route into the swamp. We...
Okay. You. Nothing to say. How about you?
You all right? You look all right. A lot of families
Oh.
aren't as lucky.
We got enough to level up. Sweet. I usually don't get to level 4 before then. Alright, back to Paladin. Okay. In diplomacy. Lore. Okay. 2 in diplomacy and 1 in lore. And 6. Okay, good. Here, going to go with able learner. This way, I'll only spend 1 point for cross-class skills instead of 2. Seems like a silly one to take, but I think it's worth it. And the guide I'm following agrees. Naturally, I wouldn't follow the guide if I didn't agree with it. Great Cleave? You're level 4. You get weapon specialization, don't you? Yes, you do. Great Cleave or weapon specialization. Great Cleave is very good, assuming you can hit and kill enemies. Sure, Great Cleave. What about you? Anything?
You probably are here for some sort of reason, I imagine. I
You
am
think
not
goodbye.
some street peddler of my...
Hey, you do got some stuff. Maybe. Got to bring you protection, but that's about it. Bye. Okay, that's too much effort. Not be using that dagger. Yep. Keep the blading spike. Hey, you know this thing that I found in your own house? Buy it from me. Short bow. I'll keep that just in case I need to use it. Evarine's Amulet of Aid. Yeah, I'll sell that too. Beer, that. Get some money for these. You know, you have a lot of gold on you for being in the farm, just saying. It's just the swampy farm. This is actually quite useful. 2 cure light wounds per day. So just gotta rest and get it back up. Okay. Let's go ahead and put this down here in the hot bar. Use that on him. 10 hit points. That's pretty good. Again. All right. Guess we're gonna get on going then. Oh, wait, there's stuff to loot up here, isn't there? Aha! I remember these things dropping. Ooh, a longsword. Another longsword. Never mind, that's not quite as interesting as I was hoping. Swamp Ruin.
It's been an age since I've come this far into the swamp. There are some twists and turns before we get to the ruins. There's probably more than lizardlings ahead. So, lead on, I guess.
Okay. Oh, we rested between travel. Okay, cool. Swamp Beetle. There's a train coming through over here. Yeah, usually I don't get to level 4 until I get to right around this part, kill some of these enemies. So, I killed enough bladelings in chapter 1 to get him. Or the first part anyway. One of the good things I will say about... actually, one of the things about Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is you level... It's such a long game. And it feels like leveling up takes a long time as a result. So it's an 80 to 100 plus hour game per playthrough. Even if you're skipping all the dialogue, it can still take 70 to 100 hours, depending on how thorough you are. And so each level feels like it takes like 6 to 7 hours just to get a single level outside of the very beginning of the game. But even then, it still takes a long time. Whereas in this one, I've been playing for, let's see, right about an hour. And I'm already at level, this says level 3 because 2 Paladin, 1 Sorcerer, but I'm actually a race that gives me a one level adjustment. So it's that technically on level 4. I leveled up 3 times in an hour. That's going to slow down naturally. Any RPG is going to slow down leveling as you get stronger as you go up. So come on, will you stop missing? Bevel's getting pummeled over here. Yes, Rogue Trader, you get tons of levels. I think you can get to level 50 or something like that, if I remember correctly. And so that's actually a little bit different in that it feels like it just flies by in Rogue Trader. That's another game that's not as long as Wrath of the Righteous, but it can still be 60 to 80 hours. So it is still a longer game. Not as long, but still fairly long. But it feels like the levels are coming much more quickly. Each level feels a little less impactful, though, because there's so many of them. Whereas in this one, you are capped at level 20. It's just the game is only about 40 to 60 hours in comparison. So it is quite a bit shorter than the Pathfinder games that have come out with recently. Pathfinder and Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 is another one of those games that can take 100 hours. You only get to level 12 in Baldur's Gate 3. Now, granted, you can get to level 12 pretty darn quick. By the time that you're at the start of Chapter 3 and you can almost be at max level right there. Okay, save. Keep going. Kill the lizardlings that have infested the swamp. Human supremacy! Death to the lizards. Not miss anything back there. Oop, here we go, remains. Great sword. There we go. Since this shield isn't really helping me very much, let's just put this on for now. This. I will go back to the shield here in a little while, because that's what this guy's going to be. One-handed weapon and a shield. And it's kind of and going back to the whole length of the game. Oh, this is the wrong way. Length of the game thing. A lot of the older BioWare games with like the Mass Effects, those are the... Mass Effect is a 30 to 40 hour game. All three of the games there. That's true. Baldur's Gate 3 is very cinematic. Hello? You like to watch? A little creepy. Actually just watched a video this morning before starting this up of a guy comparing Pillars of Eternity to Baldur's Gate 3. Like uh-oh. I should have rested before doing this. But he played Pillars of Eternity after playing Baldur's Gate 3, and he was just comparing the two. Long video. I think an hour and 20 minutes, so definitely a long one. Good video, though. I liked it. Rest. And this is another fun thing. Resting in Neverwinter Nights 2. Spend 6 seconds, rest, get back up. And it basically treats it as a full night's rest. Get all your spells back and everything. Mute. Yeah, this Neverwinter Nights 2 is back when Obsidian was in top form. I actually don't think that Pillars of Eternity is one of their best games. I've tried playing it a few times, I just couldn't get through it for some reason. I don't really know why. I will say though that Tyranny from Pillars of Eternity or from Obsidian, that was a very good game. I love Tyranny. I tried playing both of them. I got the first one. I started about 4 different times. I get a few levels in and I just stop. In the second one, I'm not a big fan of the ship mechanics in the second one. Wizard Shaman. Don't cast magic missile at me. Stop missing. Stop rolling ones. It was a 6, never mind. Hold on. Get him. Good job. Come on. Here's the voice audio. There should be something there. Yeah, in fact, I'm not hearing any voice audio. Yeah, there should be some. Let me go ahead and check that. It is low, but it shouldn't be that low. I knew it was going to do that. I'm going to fix that. Okay. Still no voices. That's not the way it should be. I bet if I restart the game, it'll start working again. From what I hear, Pillars of Eternity has great writing. Just good characters, deep story with some good themes and meanings behind things, but I don't know if I... Nope. Nope, too late. I have a lay on hands. Where's my lay on hands? There. Set down here. Use that on yourself. Heal. All right, get a little heal out. I just think it's the presentation on top of learning a brand new system for a CRPG. I don't think it's the best opening for something like that. Feels a little slow. There's a lot of dialogue, a lot of learning new things. It makes it kind of hard to get into, in my opinion. Now, I played Wasteland 3 for the first time a while back. That had a much better opening. And while you're still learning a new CRPG system, it wasn't quite so daunting because the opening kept your interest pretty good. Bow, rest. There are no enemies nearby. We killed them all. Oh, there's some up there. There we go. Right. Come on, Bevel. Don't leave me behind. Or, rather, don't let me go ahead without you. Get him. Alright. Ooh, 120 experience per. You guys give good experience. And great swords. Weight limit. Haven't hit it yet. We're good. Okay, I actually have died at this fight up here before, so I should be careful.
Oh, great spirits of the Stone Tomb, please hear our plea. The other lizardling tribes take our territory. They wage war. And before we fight them for our ancestral hatching grounds, we ask for your blessings.
There certainly are an awful lot of them. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
A warm blood. Here, your very presence offends the Stone God.
Yeah, I really enjoyed Wasteland 3. I beat the super boss thing and got through the whole thing. I never did play any of the DLC though. Like I went through and beat it once, and then I started up again immediately afterwards, and then just never finished a second playthrough. And I haven't gone back to it since. It's been a couple years.
And this gives you the right to intrude on our lands and disturb our most holy of rituals.
Yes.
What do you propose then, warm blood?
Let me save my tribe.
Your words are like the swamp eel, warm blood. Treacherous and painful. Kill the intruder.
Okay, that didn't work. Kill the shaman. Die, shaman. Oh, I am so dead. Yeah, the sound effects aren't playing either, so this sounds very off right now. I'm definitely not showing the full experience of this game at the moment because of various glitches that are happening with the game. Okay, you aren't hitting first. Okay, go Bevel. Oh, good job, Bevel. Well done. Get him. Hit him where I could not. What are you doing? Okay, you got him. Good job. Thank you. Rest. X. And Silver Shard.
We were risking life and limb for that? None of this makes any sense. Dagon can do his own blasted quest from now on. When you're done searching around, let's get out of here.
Not ready to leave yet. You're going to leave my party soon, so give me your gear. Oh no, I'm encumbered. Too much carrying.
You ready to get out of here yet?
Yep.
You have returned, and you have brought the shard.
That's all you can say? I almost died out there.
If I did not believe you could handle the task, I would have sent another.
Yeah, well, you weren't out there in the swamp getting attacked by lizard folk.
No, I was here attending the wounded, Bevel. Now find Marion and do the same.
I don't see how you put up with him.
Now, for the shard. Let me see it.
There was no way to treat Bevel.
Our talk is for our ears alone. Bevel has served his purpose and does not need to be troubled any further. Bevel has his uses, but it is not wise to depend on someone of Starling blood for too long. Also, his complaining tires me and will not serve you where you are bound.
So no further. I want to chastise him more.
Many such ruins lie within the mare and beneath it. They are of ancient Ilfarn, an empire once forged from an alliance of dwarfs and elves. All that remains are ruins, and little else. And their empire lives on only in history books and stories. That shard is one of a pair. Both were found after the battle that destroyed West Harbor long ago. My half-brother Duncan and I asked a mage in Neverwinter to examine the shards for enchantments, but he found nothing except a faint magical aura, residue of the battle, and so I kept one shard, and the other I gave to Duncan. Not long after I returned
Let's
to
go
West
find
Harbor,
this Duncan.
I sealed it away in the ruins.
Cool.
So to speak, it would be more appropriate to say that I have a half-brother. Duncan, like Bevel, has many faults that would make it wise not to rely on him or call him kin.
Sounds like you fit the bill then.
It was long ago, and it was a battle that did not concern West Harbor, but the village was caught up in it like many such villages in the mare of dead men. We knew little about what had sparked the conflict. Demons were involved, led by a warlock of great power. We only knew him as the King of Shadows. The forces of Neverwinter attempted to drive the demons back. Many villagers fled, some taking the road, others wading into the swamp, anything to escape the battle. There was an explosion, pure and white. Then, nothing more.
Feel magic from the shard. Strong magic.
Strange. Perhaps the attack awakened it. If so, then perhaps a second look at these shards would yield different results. But such divinations would be beyond anyone here in West Harbor, including Tarmus.
Creature's looking for a shard.
That is the only reason I can think of for why they came. Am I certain? No. But my instincts tell me they were looking for it. I could not bring myself to cast it away. Yet at the same time, I did not wish to keep it close. You are too young to remember what occurred, I know. But the battle was a terrible one. And that shard, it reminds me too much of that night.
Okay, I received the shard. What now?
I need you to go to the city of Neverwinter, find my half-brother Duncan, retrieve the second shard, and take it to a mage you both can trust. Duncan owns an inn in the docks district of the city, the Sunken Flagon. Not the most reputable place, but safe enough.
Bella coming with me?
No. I know you value him as a friend, but he will be of no help outside of West Harbor. He would only slow you down. Bevel is made for simpler things.
Be respectful.
Very well. Let us waste no more time in discussing your friend. If you have other questions, ask them. That is possible, but this village cannot shelter you or survive another attack. On the road, moving, you have a chance. Once you reach Neverwinter, it may prove more difficult for them to attack you.
Why don't you take all of us?
The problem is more complicated than that. If we give them the shard, I doubt it will prevent them from believing the second one lies here as well. Or others. We only found 2. It is possible there were others, scattered into the swamp or taken away, or have met other ends.
You're not telling me.
There are many things I have chosen not to tell you, and that is because they are not relevant. Perhaps if you were to question less and heed my words, it would prevent you from becoming confused.
Maybe if I beat the hells out of you. Yeah, I like that one. Good response.
I did not mean what I said, and this is no time for us to fight. You need to leave West Harbor tonight. Head to the small port town of Highcliff when you are free of the swamp. There, seek passage on a ship to Neverwinter. The beast that attacked us will leave West Harbor alone once they realize their quarry has fled. If all goes well, you should be in Neverwinter before they find your trail. Say your farewells. Your boots may travel many roads before you return. I let some of the others know you are leaving, but not the why of it. I was raised amongst the wild elves, and for all my years amongst the race of man, they make little sense to me. Even though you are not one of them, you understand them better than I. I have done all I can to hide your presence. If these beasts come again, West Harbor will need me.
You done?
I have created a screen of activity. On a normal night, your trip with Bevel would have been easily spotted, but not tonight. It still may not be enough, but there is little else I can do.
Some people first.
Return when you are ready to leave, and we will speak of the path you must take.
No, I'm overburdened. I'm walking slowly. Quick, where's the mage? There you are. Buy my stuff for me.
This incursion is the most noteworthy event that's happened here in I had high hopes for Amy. She was a rare find in West Harbor. A shame she failed to heed her first lesson. Not that I expect you would understand, but she was the only one capable of holding. Go if you must, but mysteries remain here that need to be answered.
How convenient is you?
An inconvenience? Bah! I wouldn't expect one of your small intellect to understand. Suffice to say that her loss pains me beyond mere inconvenience.
Is there anything you can do to help me on my journey?
Help with the journey, you say? Advice. Advice is what I can give. Use that skull of yours for more than a shield. Amy obviously failed to learn this lesson. A fool girl. As functional as the famous harborman thick-headedness is, it still won't prove much help against, let's say, a lizardling sword or javelin.
If anyone could help me on this journey, it would be you.
You aren't mistaken on that account. Fine, take this. Perhaps it will help you. Perhaps not, but don't bother asking for more. I've already lost an apprentice on your behalf. That's all you'll be getting from me.
Let's see, could I buy items?
Oh, very well.
about you just buy things from me instead, eh? Need so many short bows. Already have a scale mail. Chainmail better than the scale mail. 4 and 3. 5 and 2. Yes, it is. I'm putting that on. Don't need that many great swords. Long sword. Why so many short bows? So many short bows. Lots of money. I know I need to save some of this money because at the end of the game there's a fort building or castle building section, or not just castle building. You manage land and you need a lot of money for that. So best not to spend your money frivolously as you go through the game. And this shard, just having it in my inventory, gives me a 10-point health bonus. Hooray! Darn it. Goodbye. Yeah, I'll get rid of that too. Dendrites and malachites. Bye, goodbye. The books in this game are good for teaching you how to craft things, because crafting actually is pretty good in Neverwinter Nights too. In fact, you can get some of the best gear in the entire game by crafting. And probably make the best gear in the game by crafting. So, I'd say it's worth it. Popping torches, because you can't sell them apparently. I only need one. Club plus... Hold on to that club plus 1. Sold. I'll almost certainly sell the club pretty soon, but... that. Hold on to the arrows. He doesn't want it. Well, I don't want him either. This is crafting material right here, not the pork jerky. Ale. Yeah. Don't think I'll need these, but I'll hold them for now. Alright. I've already bought stuff from you. I'm not going to spend money on that stuff. Okay. Hello? You can do to help me with my journey? Neverwinter? Do you have any advice? Whatever happened to Lorne? Anything, I'll let you know. Now a quest to find Lorne as well. Okay, something else to do. Georg, you have a...
So, Dagon is sending you to Neverwinter, eh? I can't say I approve. If it were a militia matter, I wouldn't send you alone. But I don't have any right to tell him how to raise his child. Can you at least tell me why you're going? Your father wouldn't tell me a thing.
The safety of the village.
You're less cryptic than your father. But not by much. It won't be easy reaching Neverwinter. I've traveled that way once or twice. It's a dangerous journey, especially for one traveling alone. You might want to ask around the village. If you're going to leave, some folks might be able to offer some help.
Anything help on the journey?
You may not have trained under me, but I've always enjoyed your company. And you acquitted yourself well with the village defense. Here, take this shield. It's always served me well. And even if you don't use it, you can sell it for some gold that might...
That's awfully generous of you telling me I can sell it if I don't want to use it.
The road is as wild as a road can get and still be called a road. There's only the one road in the Mare, and that leads to us. There's Galen. You remember him? The merchant? Well, he says the road is even worse than before.
Oh, goody.
Lizardlings and other creatures have been sighted. He's about the only merchant that comes our way. And thank Joaquin he does. We don't have a blacksmith, so with the way he loves to stop and chat, I wouldn't be surprised if you caught up with him. Your guess is as good as mine. All I can say is I wish they'd start up again. Might have prevented the
I'll start
attack
them
on
up
us,
once
or
I run
at
my
least
fort.
given us some warning.
Any news about Neverwinter recently?
Well, you already know about that war they had against Luskan a while back. Nasty business that was. Lost too many Greycloaks in that campaign, from what I hear. The whole city was burned to the ground. Every last house.
Oh, that was Mephistopheles.
And that it was. If you go there now, you wouldn't recognize it.
Or no, that was Waterdeep.
Rebuilt in just over a year. By gnomes, I hear. And the war killed many men. The Watch just doesn't have the numbers they used to. One of the Watch's marshals, though, is a harborman, like you and I. You remember Cormac, right? He sometimes makes his way here. Of course. Like what?
Oh boy.
So, you see, an elf never stops growing. But one of the eldest lives in our own swamp. Huge he is. Tall. It's the truth, I say. If it ever locks eyes on you. No, but close. It turns you into a stone, and just by looking
it
at
definitely
them, you can't
was.
tell if it's just an ordinary rock. Just don't look him in the eyes.
So this is one of those games that, like you said, is ahead of its time. This was, what, 2007, 2008, somewhere around there, I believe. Now, part of the problem was when this was released, it was a little too ahead of its time. It didn't run very well, not because of bugs. There was some bugs, yes. But it was really just, it required too much from PCs, and so it didn't function as well as it could have. And that, of course, made it so a lot of people didn't really play it as much. But it has a lot of features in it that you didn't see in other CRPGs back then, that you see in all CRPGs today. I'd say it's even got more voice acting than some CRPGs today, too. This was back when Obsidian was still really, really good. This was in the day when they were doing the Fallout New Vegas. So, what it was. They did another one back then. I forget what it was. Oh, KOTOR 2. That was the other one. So KOTOR 2, this game, and Fallout New Vegas, those were just like peak Obsidian years. Specific, what do you want my father? Okay. He loves me in his own way. Healing, thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Orlin, anything? Oh, potion to cure moderate wounds. Appreciate it. Bebel.
So, your father sent you off to Neverwinter. As if everything that's happened tonight isn't enough adventuring for one lifetime.
Nope. One of the things about this, the character you play here, you go through the entire game, and then there's the expansion. I don't think it was called DLC back then. Called Mask of the Betrayer.
I'm hoping that you'll be back soon enough after you reach the city, but most people who leave West Harbor don't come back. Not that I'm not tempted. Amy certainly would have jumped at the chance. But we lost a lot of harbormen to the attack. Hopefully your father's right, and there will be no more attacks once the shard is gone. Still, the village will need every sword arm it has. As a member of the militia, my sworn duty is to defend West Harbor.
Good no
I can't
being
just
safe
turn
hands.
my back on that. I'll do my best to keep the place standing for you when you return. I've got some bandages here.
Thank you.
You can also have my share of the loot that we found. You'll need it more than I do. Well, if you're sure, wish I could go with you, but the defense of the village is important too. Not really. Plenty of lizard. Good luck.
But yeah, Mask of the Betrayer is a direct sequel to this one where you play as the same character, which is kind of nice. It's an entirely new game where you can play as the same guy. And it's been a while since I've played through it. And from what I understand, it's very well received. I think I still have a save, actually, from a while back, but now, whatever. There's Rita, villager. I don't think there's anybody else to speak with. Nope, just regular villagers. Let's go.
Have you said your farewells? Take anything you need from our home.
I already
Speak
did.
with the wizard Thomas as well. To get to Neverwinter, take the road that borders the Starling Farm out of town. It is the only road through the Mare of Deadmen. The road itself has not been patrolled for some time, and few travel it. Move quickly, and you may be... I suspect you will see your share of battle before you reach Neverwinter. Stray from the road. I've made it known that you travel directly for the city, in the hopes that the enemy will pursue you along the high road. Instead, you will head to the small port town of Highcliff once you are clear of the swamp. From there, you will seek passage on a ship to Neverwinter. There is a ship named the Double Eagle that will await you in Highcliff. Her captain, Flynn by name, is a trusted friend of mine and will ferry you safely to the city. Your trip to Neverwinter will be quicker by water, and my attempt at misdirection may allow you to reach Highcliff before the enemy becomes aware of your true route. I have nothing more to say. It is time for you to go, my son. Each moment you remain here brings greater risk to the village.
Fine. Goodbye. Oh, I wish I had Boots of Haste. Or Boots of Speed. I forget which one it is. Weeping Willow Inn. Do.
Now that we're outside, maybe you'd like to tell me what you said again. Slowly this time, so you could think about what you're saying.
You're a small one to be taking this road all by yourself, dwarf. Maybe you've come looking for trouble. Unless you have a little coin to convince us otherwise.
Wow. What's going on here?
Nothing that concerns you. This is between us and the dwarf, and whatever coin he happens to have with him.
Ah, you're welcome to try to take it if you're all game. You all can't be frightened of one little dwarf, can you? If you're afraid of being humiliated in front of the stranger here, well, now that's another matter.
We're not frightened of either of you, and it seems to me you need to learn a lesson.
This isn't a fair fight.
Outnumbered? Well, I suppose they could bring some more friends if they wanted. That might even things up a bit.
This matter is between us and the dwarf here. It's none of your concern.
Come on. Someone tried to hit me already. Even the newcomer here sees that you're all too afraid to do anything.
All right, I've heard enough of this. Come on, boys. Let's deal with the dwarf and his new friend.
Okay, I guess I got looped in somehow. My fault for having a conversation. Okay. Come on. This was also back in the day where almost all the CRPGs out were real-time with pause and no turn-based. Unless it was designed specifically as like a tactical RPG.
Well now, that was a good fight. A shame they had to resort to weapons. But if they have to keep the odds even, can't blame them too much. Name's Kelgar, by the way, of the clan Iron Fist. I've been making my way along the coast for
And
some
this is your
time
first
now.
companion.
Stopped in the Willow here for a
Permanent one,
brief
anyway.
fight.
Glad I could even the odds for you.
Ha! Even the odds? They didn't stand a chance in the first place. Obviously, you haven't heard of me. So, tell me, what brings you out along the mare? Roads aren't exactly safe, you know, and they're getting worse all the time.
I'm on my way to Neverwinter.
Seems it's your lucky day, then. I happen to be traveling to Neverwinter as well.
Really? Why are you going there?
Now that's a tale. Oh, glad you asked. But can't discuss it without a tankard or two, I think. I say we step inside the Weeping Willow here and share our stories over a few of the innkeeper's best. So then I punched him in the face for asking. And while he was trying to pick his teeth off the floor, his friend decided to add a few choice words about my heritage. So I punched him too. So to make a long story short, I take pride in what I do, fighting. It's something you can't get enough of, and it's something where there's always room for improvement if you apply yourself, stay focused, and keep swinging. And that's why I'm headed to Neverwinter. I heard there's a house of monks there. A monastery, right? I heard they'll train anyone just for the asking. Couldn't ask for a better opportunity.
Why Neverwinter? Plenty of monasteries around.
If you know of a closer one that'll train for free, well, I'm all ears. Just as long as I get that monk training.
A monk.
Aye, that's the short of it.
A dwarven monk.
No stranger than half of what takes place in Faerun. I can tell you that.
You have a point.
Well, as it happens, I didn't always want to become a monk. What happened was that...
The Kalakja, find it.
Oh, yes.
Look at this. Our next round of practice just arrived.
Will you equip a weapon already, sir? Oh, I sold the great sword. Here. And we'll put on that shield. We'll give this to you. There. Get the blade thing. Stop killing people. Yeah, the complete lack of sound is just bothering me. Yeah, the no sound effects thing really shouldn't be. Okay, done. Hello. More upstairs, help me, okay? We'll take care of that. Got, oh. Do a guy right here. Get him. Oh, and they come out of the woodworks, holy crap. Yeah, I'll have to restart the game in order to get the sound effects back. How annoying. Okay, he's running this way. He must know something. Enemies! Kill. Shall beat them with my club. Get him. Hit him again. Alright. Save. Hooray. Barely any damage taken. One's going to hurt you. Or you. Hold on. Let me go ahead and reload real quick. Go to quick save. Go downstairs and talk to the woman who came down asking for help, and then I'll come back up here and talk to him. Maybe I'll get some experience. Give me loot. Hey here. Hey, and I got influence with Kelgar by doing that. Good choice. I'll bring you all the brawls you can handle. Let's go. All right. So, Kelgar, his personality is a good dude who loves punching things. Also, generally approves of loyalty. Where are you? Wife is fine. She's waiting downstairs. You've been dealt with. I had some questions for you first. You in here? Okay, just stay at the inn. Anything about them? Know them? Nope. It's safe now. Hey, we're going this way. Loot the armoire. And that one. And that one. The next companion I get is going to be a rogue, so anything that's locked here, I am not going to try and loot. Don't want to, like that one. Not going to break that one. I'll come back after I get the rogue. Okay, all those two. Get him. Oh, sure. Ignore all them and just come straight for me. That's nice. Good job. All right. Desk. Loots. Ooh, scimitar. Hello, Galen. Glad I could help. You ask. Cryptobus Harbor dangerous? Okay. And that'll probably do it in terms of time for today. Oh, pretty close to getting to level 4. Well, 5. But yeah, so 2 hours of playtime, and I'm almost to have enough experience to get to level 5. That's pretty good. Hold. I won't be necessary, just glad I could help. More towards good. Hello, Jork. What do you have for sale? Ooh, you have a full plate. I want that. And a heavy shield? Okay. Won't be using tower shields, at least not yet. I won't be using the scimitar. Ghostly Visage can be sold. Summon Creature 2 can be sold. I'll keep the Identify. That can be sold. What's this do? Unlimited uses of light and cure serious wounds 3. Oh, that only has 3 charges, period. So it's not even per day. It's just 3 charges. Alright, I should probably sell this one then. That's a shame. Like this one, that's 2 uses per day. Like that better. Give me the money. Copper ring can be sold. Okay, what about weapons? What's a great sword? Pretty good weapon. I'm pretty sure I'm going to find some better weapons here pretty soon. So I'll just go with a full plate and a heavy shield. Make it so I don't get hit as often. I also like you get to see the armor a little more clearly in this game than you do in your standard CRPGs like Pathfinder, just because it's a little more zoomed in. The models are a lot bigger. Okay. Elf on the left side, windmill on the right.
Well now, I've had a good time so far. And the way you attract trouble. I haven't had this much fun since that tavern back at Bogan's Pass where I was using that trestle table as a battering ram. Oh, look, we're heading in the same direction and you seem to have more enemies than friends. What say we travel together? Might be able to teach each other a few things.
I agree. It'll be safer if we stay together.
Good. I'd be glad for the company and the conversation. And don't you worry about me keeping up. Kelgar Iron Fist carries his own weight. I won't be slowing you down.
I didn't think you would. Almost to level 5. So close. Alright, and that'll do it for me for today. I'll probably continue to play this. I wasn't sure if I was gonna give it a shot today and see if I liked it for streaming. I'll at least give it a couple more streams. And if I still enjoy it, then yeah, we can continue. Keep on going with it. If I decide to stop, I'll probably jump onto something like, I don't know, maybe Mass Effect series. I might do, maybe I'll jump into a JRPG or something like that. Maybe I'll do Elden Ring. Not sure yet. I got a lot of games I could choose from, though. But yeah, so that's what I am, what plan is going forward. So, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. I'm glad that you found this stream or found the VOD, and I hope you had a good time watching it. And until I see you all again, have a good one, y'all. Later.